Okay, we will see one way of networking collaborating centers that has been used by one of our departments, our colleagues working on occupational health, and it has shown to work very well. What they have done, they have a very large network of collaborating centers. The first thing that they did was to identify the needs for their department. So they look at the plan of work of the department and they identify all the tasks, all the activities that need some help, some advice, some contribution from external institutions. These are the activities that they have to deliver in the biennium, but they cannot do by their own. So they completed or they developed what we call a master list of activities. After doing so, what they did was to look at their collaborating centers. They have 60-something collaborating centers, 65, I think. And they look at the strengths, at the interests, and the particular fields of work or interest of these centers. So they basically did like an analysis, an exercise of identifying what these centers can do for them. And then it was a matter of doing a matching exercise. So some of the activities, for example, the organization of the European Conference on Occupational Health in 2011, let's imagine as an example that is part of the plan of work of our colleagues working on occupational health. That particular activity can be done or can be organized by 2 or 3 collaborating centers. One can provide the venue, the other one can invite the key speakers and pay for their participation. Some other center can do all the background documents, etc., etc. So you have several centers working on one particular activity, and they have organized that in a matrix that we can see here. It's a very interesting exercise. Yeah? You can see at the top the different activities. The organization of the European Conference, as we mentioned. The activity B can be a publication on occupational health, a WHO publication. The activity C can be the update of a WHO guideline on occupational health. And then in a column, they put all the collaborating centers. The first collaborating center can be an Institute of Occupational Health in London. The second one can be another institution, a university working on occupational health in the US, etc., etc. And as you can see, for each activity that WHO needs to deliver, one collaborating center assumes the role of a leader. This center, the center in London, let's say in our example, they will be the responsible. They will be the leaders for the activity B, which can be, as we said, updating a WHO guideline. But 2 other centers, the center 2 and the center 3, will be the contributors. So that makes sure that these 3 collaborating centers will work together with 1 as a leader and 2 as contributors, but also that this activity is not a random activity chosen by the centers, but it's a WHO activity. It's an activity that comes from the plan of work of the department. This model has shown to be very effective, at least in this area of work, with many, many tasks that WHO needs to deliver and a large number of collaborating centers.